Okay, so today we are going to look at conversions. Okay, you'll understand what a conversion is in a second. It's when we go from, say, cups to gallons, or gallons to cups, miles to feet, and that type of thing. So when we're doing conversions, I like to use these 8 steps. Number 1 is the simplest: read the problem. Number 2, write the problem. 3 is the hardest part: find the conversion factor. 4, make a fraction. 5, plug in the conversion factor. 6, will cancel units. 7, multiply straight across, never cross multiply. And then divide the fraction at the end if necessary. What does this all mean? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so measuring units worksheet. Use a calculator and round to 1 decimal point. So the first thing we do, the first step, read the problem. 1A, 23 gallons equals how many quarts? So once we've read the problem, 23 gallons equals how many quarts? We're going to write that down. So 23 gallons equal how many quarts? All right. Now that we've written it down, the next step is to find the conversion. Well, you have your handy dandy conversion sheet here. So 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. That's our conversion factor. Let's write it down. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Okay. So that's steps 1, 2, and 3. Read the problem, step number 1. Write the problem, step number 2. Step number 3, your conversion factor. Then make a fraction. So we're going to take, and if you recall from little school, that we could take 23 gallons and make that into a fraction, put it over 1. Okay. Now we are going to multiply this by the conversion factor. All right. So 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. We want our answer in quarts. We want to get rid of gallons. Whatever we want to get rid of, the unit we're trying to get rid of, we're going to put down here. So 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. Okay. Our next step after we put in that fraction, let's take a look. Make sure we're following our steps. It'll make it easier. Whoop. Make a fraction, plug in cancel units. So let's go cancel some units. We'll cancel some units here. All right, if I have gallons on top. Remember, when we're factoring stuff, like 10 over 100, we can factor out, we can cancel out units. We can cancel out a unit of 10 here and get 1 over 10. So what we're trying to do here is cancel these units. I have gallons on top and gallons on the bottom. I can cancel those out. And lo and behold, I am left with quarts. So we're going to take a calculator. We'll type in 23 times 4. Remember, multiply, always multiply straight across. Don't ever cross multiply. That is 92. So 23 gallons equals 92 quarts. That would be 92 over 1. Then we would divide that out. And we'd end up with 92 quarts. Okay? That's the way we're going to do these problems. Now, let's look at the next problem. 1,693 feet equals how many miles? 1,693 feet equals how many miles? All right. We've read the problem. We're going to write the problem down. 1,693 feet equal how many miles? All right. Now we've read it. We've written it down. Now we need our conversion factor. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Now we'll come over here. We've read the problem. We wrote the problem down. Number 3, the conversion factor. Number 4, make a fraction. 1,693 feet over 1. Now, we want to get rid of feet and go to miles. So, oops, let's get rid of, I don't know why I put that equal sign there. So, we want to get feet on the bottom. 5,280 feet is 1 mile. All right. Now, we're going to cancel off feet. I have feet on top and bottom. That's canceling my units. After you cancel your units, multiply straight across. 1,693 miles over 5,280. And we use our handy little calculator there. You're going to divide, drop my calculator. 1693 divided by 5280. And again, it tells us to round this to 1 decimal point. So our answer is going to be 0.3 miles. All right. And let's go on to the next page or the next problem. Whoop. All right. 28.4 tons equals how many pounds? 28.4 tons equals how many pounds? I've read the problem. 28.4 tons equals how many pounds? Now I need to write that down. 28.4 tons equals how many pounds? All right. Let's get our conversion factor. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Oh, 1 pound, 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. 1 ton, 2,000 pounds. That's our conversion factor. So 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. Oops. 2,000 pounds. Then we're going to make our fraction. So 28.4 tons over 1 times, and we're going to plug in our conversion factor. We want to get rid of tons. Tons will go on the bottom. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. All right. Now, cancel our units, get rid of tons. Remember, again, whatever's on top here, you want to put on the bottom over here. This is a lot of times getting the conversion factor is tough, but then this is hard also. So we want to make sure whatever unit's on top goes on the bottom over here. So now we have, we're going to multiply straight across. So whatever it is, obviously it's going to be over 1. So calculator time, 28.4 times 2,000 equals 56,800 pounds. 56,800 pounds. Now, what I'm going to do is as I'm working through these now, I'm just going to mention a few of the steps. Now, you're going to have to solve the problem, okay? I'm not going to give you all the answers. It's time for you to start getting some answers for yourself. So let's take a look at the next problem. 34 feet equals how many yards? 34 feet equals how many yards? Let's take a look. Number 1, we read. Number 2, 34 feet equals how many yards? Okay. Let's take a look at that conversion factor. I'm pretty sure I know this one already, but I'm just going to make sure 1 yard is 3 feet. 1 yard is 3 feet. So we're going to come over here. 1 yard equals 3 feet. There we go. Now we're going to make our fraction. 34 feet over 1 times. I'm going to plug in that conversion. Remember, feet's on top. I want to put feet on bottom now. 3 feet is 1 yard. Cancel our units. And remember, just follow these 8 steps. Multiply straight across. And I'm going to let you finish this one up. Okay? Let's go on to the next problem. It would be 34 times 1 divided by, well, I'll just do this for you, give you a, I canceled my feet, and then I wrote it down there anyway. 34, how about 34 yards over 3? Then you divide that out for the next page. 1.5 pounds equals how many ounces? 1.5 pounds equal how many ounces? 1.5 pounds equal how many ounces? All right, so I already know that conversion, but in case you don't know it, let's look. Weight, 16 ounces in a pound. 16 ounces in 1 pound. We'll write that down. 16 ounces equals 1 pound. Going to come down here, make our fraction. 0.5 pounds over 1. So we want to get rid of pounds. Pounds will go on the bottom. Now, here's the thing. I know you guys can figure these out, probably most likely just typing it into your calculator and not worrying about things. Here's the deal. When we get to the metric system, and we're going to start doing metric or that standard, international standard conversions tomorrow, or the next day, we're going to start those. You're going to want to write the problems out like this. Okay. Trust me. All the way through college, you're going to write your problems out like this because it's not going to be long, and we're going to be getting problems that have, sometimes 30 zeros in them, 30 decimal points to them. So you're going to want to draw these things out, write them out like this. Okay. I'm not going to require you to turn these in, but you may be having trouble if you don't. So remember, here you're going to multiply straight across. Give me a 1 on the bottom, 1.5 times 16. 1.5 times 16, boom. All right, that's all you have to do here, and that'll give you your answer. I'm not going to write it down. That's up to you to finish this problem. Let's take a look at the next problem. Uh, 2.8 tons equals how many pounds? 2.8 tons equals how many pounds? .8 tons equals how many pounds? We've looked at this once already. The conversion factor, I remember it from last time. If you don't remember, look at your conversion chart. But I know 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. All right, going to make our fraction. And again, we're going to plug this in. Remember, again, what's on top goes on bottom. So 1 ton, 2,000 pounds. Okay. Cancel units. And you should be able to know what to do from here. All right. Next one. Add another page here. Boom. All right. 0.1 gallon. 0.1 gallon equals how many quarts? 0.1 gallon equals how many quarts? 0.1. Oh, that didn't look good. Let's scroll that out. 0.1 gallon equals how many quarts? My conversion factor from, we know there's 4 quarts in 1 gallon. So let's come on down here. We'll make our fraction. 1 gallon. We'll plug in that conversion factor again. What's on top goes on bottom. So 1 gallon equals 4 quart. All right, cancel our units. Multiply straight across, and you'll get your answer. Okay, divide it out to get your answer. $1.9 gallons equals how many quarts? Well, let's check this out. 1.9 gallon equals how many quarts? Well, we just know what our conversion is. 4 quarts equal 1 gallon. Make our fraction. Plug in our conversion. Remember, gallons on the bottom. We want to get rid of gallons, so they'll cancel out. And then again, multiply straight across and divide. Um, 99 yards equals how many miles? 99 yards equals how many miles? Okay. 99 yards equals how many miles? This one might be a little different. Let's see what our conversions have to say here. So we don't have miles to yards, but we have miles to feet. So this is what's called a double conversion. And this is why you want to write these problems down like this, okay? Because it will help you. I have miles to feet. So let's write down miles to feet. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. We'll write that down. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. And we know there are 3 feet in a yard. Okay, so now what we're going to have to do, make that fraction. Now we got 2 conversions to plug in. First, we want to get rid of yards. 1 yard is 3 feet. Now we want to get rid of feet and go to miles. So 5,280 feet over 1 mile. Cancel those units. Get rid of my yards and get rid of my feet. I'm left with miles, and that's what my answer's in is miles. So you're going to multiply straight across. And we'll just write this down here. 5,280. 99 times 3. 99 times 3. 24. That isn't right. What in the world? 99 times 3. 297. Okay. Then you'll divide that out for your answer in miles. All right. Let's take a look at the next one. Whoop. There we go. 32 ounces equals how many cups? 38 ounces equals how many cups? 38 ounces equals how many cups? So 38 ounces equals how many cups? And let's look at our conversion factor, see if they give us ounces to cups. 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup. 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup. Okay. We're going to come over here. 8 ounces equals 1 cup. 38 ounces, making our fraction. Now remember, we want to get rid of ounces. Ounces go on bottom. Cancel the units, multiply straight across. All right, and that'll give you your answer in cups. £31. 31.1 pounds equals how many ounces? 31.1 pounds equals how many ounces? I got to look at that again. 31.1 pounds, how many ounces? Okay. 31.1 pounds equals how many ounces? Now, these are weight ounces, not fluid ounces. So let's take a look here. Weight, 1 pound is 16 ounces. 16 ounces. So we come over here. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. 31.1 pound. And remember, we want to get rid of pounds. So over here, we're going to put the pound on the bottom. Cancel units. Multiply straight across. And I'll let you finish that problem up. Your answer will be in ounces. Um, 19.9 miles equals how many yards? 19.9 miles equals how many yards? 19.9 miles equals how many yards? Okay, so again, this is going to be a double conversion, all right? We're saying 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Is that right, or is that 820? I better look. Sometimes I get messed up. Nope, 5280. Good. And then we know there, feet. And then we know there are 3 feet in a yard. So we're going to come over here, 19.9 miles over 1. There's our fraction. Want to get rid of miles, so we'll put that mile on the bottom. 5,280 feet. There we go. Then we want to get rid of feet and go to mile, or go to yards. 3 feet in 1 yard. We're going to cross out units. And I'm going to let you finish that problem. You're going to multiply straight across, then divide. Okay. And that'll give you your answer in yards. Let's take a look at the next problem. Whoop, drop my pen and it had 2 cursors on the screen at a time. That was strange. Okay. 6.9 miles equals how many feet? You see, as we go along, you'll notice these are getting a little bit easier. Should be getting easier. 6.9 miles. How many feet? Well, we just did that conversion. We know 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Okay. 6.9 miles over 1 times. Remember, miles on the bottom. We want to get rid of them. Okay. And we're going to cancel units. So my answer is going to be in feet. All right. So you're just going to multiply, do that, and then divide it by 1. Oop. Drop my pen again. 149 feet equals how many yards? 149 feet equal how many yards? 149 feet equal how many yards? All right, let's come over here. We know 3 feet in 1 yard. Okay, so and remember, we don't want yards down here. We want feet because we want them to cancel out. So 3 feet over 1 yard, cancel those units, and you should be able to know what to do from here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Right here, we're on 8. 0.8 tons equals how many pounds? 0.8 tons. 0.8 tons equals how many pounds? All right, we know we've looked over and over again already. 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So 0.8 tons, there's our fraction. Plug in that conversion again. Tons on bottom because tons are on the top over there. We want to be able to cancel. So 0.8 times 2,000. And divide that out, and your answer will be in pounds. Do, 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 do. 1,439 feet equals how many miles? 1,439. 1,439 feet equals how many miles? All right. Well, 1 mile. And it doesn't matter whether I write down the feet or miles first, as long as we're doing this. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Okay. We're going to come down here and make a fraction. Over 1 multiplied by, we want to get rid of feet, 5,280. And remember, feet on bottom, feet on top. Sound a little weird. Feet on bottom, feet on top. Cancel those units. And you should know by now, we're going to multiply straight across and then divide. Okay. .4 miles equals how many yards? Another double conversion. So 3.4 miles into yards. 3.4 miles equals how many yards? All right. 1 mile. I had a brain stall there. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet, and 3 feet equal 1 yard. Okay, gonna come over here. 3.4 miles over 1. We want to get rid of miles, so 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Okay, and we got to plug in the next conversion. We want to get rid of feet. 3 feet. Whoops, look at that. 3 feet equal 1 yard. Cancel our units. There you go. Should be able to finish that one up. 19 quarts equal how many gallons? 19 quarts equal how many gallons? 19 quarts. 19 quarts equal how many gallons? All right, 4 quarts equal 1 gallon. 19 quart over 1. Want to put quarts in the bottom so they cancel out. Multiply straight across and divide. There you go. And you'll get your answer in gallons. All right. We're getting towards the end here. 5,905 pounds equals how many tons? 5,905 pounds. So 500, 5,000. See, I already forgot. That's what happens when you get old. Can't remember. 5,905. 5,900. Well, that's a funny nine. What if I get rid of that one? It's funny looking. 5,905. I did it again. Oh, well. Pounds equal how many tons? 1 ton equals 2,000. 2,000. Uh-oh. Must have got it on erase. There. Well, let's change colors. Why not? Boom. Green. I like green. 1 ton equals. Now what's wrong? I think we got it now. 1 ton equals. What? Oh, man. I think I keep hitting the little switch on my pencil here. And what's happening is when I hit that switch, it's turning it off there. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, my pencil is not working. There we go. 5,000, or I'm sorry. Now I'm getting messed up here. Let's scribble this out. 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. There. So 5,905 pounds over 1 times, we want to go to tons, so pounds go on the bottom. 2,000 pounds, 1 ton. Cross these out. There you go. All right, your answer should be in tons. Oh, add another page. We're almost done now, so let's take a look at the next one. 1,676 feet equals how many miles? 1,676. 1,676. 1,676 feet equal how many miles? There are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So it's 1,676 feet over 1. We want feet on the bottom, right? 5,280 feet over 1 mile. And I will let you finish that problem up. And that's it. That's how you do conversions. All right. If there's any other questions, please ask me during class in our Zoom meeting or ask me in my office hours. Okay. All right. Hope this helps you. And we're going to move on to metric conversions after this.